Hey guys, Eric Sargent, General Manager at Ed Martin Toyota in Noblesville, Indiana. And today we're going to show off this beautiful 6th generation 4Runner in Supersonic Red, completely bronzed out in the TRD Off-Road iForce Max trim level. Let's get started. Okay, so for starters, let's check out the grill. There are 2 heritage grills that are available. This is the Trailhunter grill, which we specifically wanted to go with on this off-road trim level because it is a satin black finish and it has the bronze lettering from the factory. There's also a Pro grill that has a completely glossy black finish with the silver lettering. The lettering really doesn't matter per se because they do have overlay kits that you can change the coloring of the letters, but because the Trailhunter comes in bronze anyway, it works out nicely because this is a full bronze package on this vehicle. Okay, so right underneath of the front grille, we have this piece. This is totally stock. We did not change this, but if you did want to add a 20-inch light bar, you could do that. Anything that has a premium package on a TRD model is gonna have the 3 pre-wired auxiliary switches. So you could take aux 1, 2, or 3 and wire that into a 20-inch light bar. Again, we didn't want to do it on this particular one, but if you did, the only piece that you would need to really replace here would be this piece right here, and we will put a link to that part on parts.edmartintoyota.com along with a couple of light bars that we recommend. Okay, so down low on the vehicle, we have our genuine Toyota front recovery hooks on both sides. These actually come in red finish. We did remove them on this particular build because they come in red and the truck is supersonic red. And we didn't want to have that kind of IU fire engine red with the darker red on the supersonic. So we did have these removed and sent off to get powder coated in black. The model code on this is 8F if you're getting it from the factory, or you can buy them from your dealer or parts.edmartintoyota.com, and we'll link to that in the video section notes. Did elect to leave on the front spoiler cover on this particular truck, mainly because this truck is going to be used for display purposes at Toyota. And then underneath of it, we have a TRD skid plate. So when we get this vehicle back from being on display, very good chance that we'll probably pull this active spoiler off and show off that front skid plate a little bit better and have these recovery hooks a little bit more usable. Okay, so moving on to the side of the vehicle, we went ahead and replaced the TRD Off-Road wheels with the Trailhunter wheels, and we went ahead and upgraded the tires to a 33.2-inch tire, which is this is a Toyo Open Country. It's an LT 275/70/18. We went with these wheels because, again, we're trying to do a bronze out package, and we really wanted to keep everything as genuine or associated accessory product as possible. So Trailhunter wheels, 40mm offset, which is going to poke it out a little bit more. Plus, these are 11.5 inches total width tires, so this does stick out a little bit more. We did go ahead and upgrade the front and rear mud guards. We sell this in a set, and we actually have a separate video, and I'll link it in the upper right-hand corner to it. But these are TRD Pro mud flaps. The beauty of the TRD Pro mud flap is that they fit on all trim levels, and they will add an actual 1.7 inches of additional width versus the non-TRD Pro mud flap. So if you're interested in having a different offset wheel or having a wider tire, I would highly recommend getting the TRD Pro mud flaps. And again, we'll link this to parts.edmartintoyota.com so you can upgrade it on yours if that's something that you desire to do. Again, Toyota Heritage center cap as opposed to the sombrero located right there. And then another cool thing that we added on this truck, which does not have a TRD lift kit, because at the timing of this video, it's actually not available for dealer install option or port install or factory install option either. We did want to go ahead and upgrade the upper control arm to the TRD Trailhunter billet aluminum control arm. So this is we'll have a separate video, and we'll link that in the corner of this video to check that out. This does come in 3 different colors: bronze, red, and silver as well. Okay, so we went ahead and did an overlay emblem on pretty much every piece on the vehicle that's chrome. On the iForce Max models, you're gonna have this little iForce Max, meaning the hybrid version of it. You're gonna have this little emblem located right here on the hood that comes in chrome. You can overlay this to a bronze like you're seeing here. They also make a gunmetal gray or a black overlay. So you have really 4 different color choices for all your overlays. This particular bronze matches absolutely perfect to the grille and the wheels and the upper control arm. So there's just lots of bronze theme here. It's all from the factory, so you know that the bronzes are going to be consistent and they're going to hold up over time as the car ages out. The bronze in particular is most interesting to me because bronze is kind of in right now, and honestly this would work on pretty much every color, not just your neutral white, black, gray, silvers, but also the like your underground, your heritage blue, the supersonic red, or the glacier color. This is really going to be a nice color that's just going to kind of go with any of the current exterior colors that Toyota is offering. So kind of moving on to the back, we also have a TRD Off-Road overlay emblem on the D-pillar that's also bronze as well. And then as you get to the back of the vehicle, you're going to see the 4Runner On the bottom has the bronze overlay badge as well as the word Toyota. And finally, the iForce Max logo right here is going to be offered in a bronze overlay too. Okay, so one other cool visual enhancement that we've added is the Topographical detail kit. This is a total of 7 stickers. We're looking at the one on the back hatch. There's also 2 on the front hood and then 4 on one for each of the doors. I'm going to give you a topographical pattern. It is a clear sticker, so you can use this on any color except for black, I guess. And then Toyota's added some Easter eggs here. There's some coordinates, and we'll overlay those on the screen. If you guys have any idea where those coordinates are, let us know in the comment section below. Okay, so for the roof rack, we went with the Prinsu Pro Roof Rack. This is a associated accessory product, so you can buy this at your Toyota dealership or parts.edmartintoyota.com. The cool thing about this Pro version does have a lot of enhancements over the first version of it. So again, this is a full-size roof rack. You can get it with a wind fairing, just a blank wind fairing, or a light bar cutout wind fairing. And this one we went with just a regular wind fairing. So you have a total of 9 of these 80/20 crossmember bars. The nice thing about this Pro version is you do have eyelet insert holes in the middle as well as on both sides. So no matter which side you're working on to secure whatever you need to secure on here, you can put a bolt in upside down and then kind of put your nut on, kind of basically hardware store secure anything that you would need to secure on a roof rack. Another enhancement versus just using the cross members themselves is you do have additional laser cutout slides right here on the top and on the sides. So if you wanted to add anything such as some scene lights or an awning or anything like that, you're really not going to need to drill holes in this. There's going to be some way of configuring it from the factory setup. And then also we added these Prinsu Ridgeline handles. They have a couple of handle options. These are the upgraded ones. They have a really nice feel to them, and then they're really nice and wide. They do stick out quite a bit. So if you're trying to climb up here to get on your roof rack and you have gloves on or you have large hands, this is a great handle to add. This wouldn't necessarily be specific to even a Prinsu roof rack. You could use this on any branded roof rack, but these are really nice solid handles. Okay, so this is the Prinsu side accessory panel. This is on the driver's side. They also make one for the passenger side, but we didn't want to obstruct any visibility for the driver, so this is a perfect location. It seamlessly integrates to any Prinsu roof rack. It's just got one bracket that bolts on right here, and also 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 total mount points located at the top of this. And then it attaches to the glass with a heavy duty suction cup right here. And then another heavy duty suction cup right here on the actual D pillar. The nice thing about this, it doesn't really take up any additional space in terms of making the vehicle wider, but you can add your additional cargo gear on here. It's already got pre-slats or pre-cut out slats, and also mount points for major accessories like Rotopacks. So you can have a dual Rotopax mount or a single Rotopax mount. You can attach all sorts of cool like antennas for a CB antenna or maybe a WeBoost cell phone booster antenna. So really it's just versatile for anything that you can think of based on the pre-drilled slots that are already on here. Also, if you notice up here towards the top where the angle goes in, kind of follows the curvature of the actual glass for the cargo area. It has some additional slots here, and this would be a really nice place to mount something like a scene light if you wanted a little accessory for camping. Okay, so on the driver's side of this 4Runner, we went ahead and added a Kammok awning to the Prinsu Pro Roof Rack. Kammok is a genuine, it's an associated accessory product through Toyota, so you can get this at any Toyota dealership or at Martin Toyota or at parts at Ed Martin Toyota as well. There are 4 models that they sell. This is the 7-foot in gray. There's also a 7-foot in khaki, as well as a 5-foot in khaki and a 5-foot in gray. The Kammok awning is really my favorite, mainly for the simplicity of it. I'll open it up real quick just to demonstrate how quick and easy it is to open and close. So all you have to really do is unlock it. So right now there's this lever here and it's in lock mode. So I'm just going to pull backward on it. Now it's unlocked. And then there's 2 security latches right here and right here. And these things just kind of loop in with this little circle that's going to fit in here. And then on this side there's the same thing. So one goes in this way and the other one goes in this way. So that's all there is to it. So just kind of pull on the snap, let it go like that. Now we have it unlocked and it's not secure. So now, so you got a couple different ways. You can hear it kind of click and stay in place. You can go all the way out. And then if you want to tighten it up, there's a lever right here that it doubles up as your locking mechanism. But you can see there's a little bit of slop in it right now. So to take the slop out of it, you're just going to go ahead and ratchet it up. And then now your slop's taken out of it. You do not need some securing poles for this one, but if it's a very windy day, it may not be a bad idea. They do sell the pole add-on kit for about $100, $120, but it is optional and it's definitely not required. And then to close it, it's just as simple. All you do is pull outward on it all the way back. Actually, unlock it first, and then pull all the way back, and then let it slide in. And then you want to lock it just like that. And then put your snaps back into place, just like that. And it's closed. Okay, so one of the beautiful things about this Kammok Crosswing awning is that it's extremely easy to install and to take off. Sold separately, there are 2 of these Kammok brackets. They come in pairs. We are using the vertical set. They also make a horizontal set and a basket set. The cool thing about this particular one right here is it does give you the ability to loosen up a few bolts and then have it tilted. You can tilt it up if you need more headroom. You can tilt it down if your vehicle is lifted up. Or if you wanted to just have it perfectly straight like we have it here, that's just get a level out, right? Put it right here and then tighten it up. I do recommend buying 2 sets of these awning brackets, not because it needs it for support, but because it's handy to have an extra set of brackets in your garage mounted on the wall. So when you don't want it on the vehicle, you can just pull it off and put it on the place on the wall where it's going to be stored nice and out of the way, and it's not going to get damaged. Another kind of cool thing about this bracket, or about the setup here, is that you can pull it off of the bracket system very easily. You don't even have to remove screws. There's two bolts that you can loosen up with an Allen wrench right here in the middle of the bracket. And then you'll notice on the side, or on the back of the awning itself, it's got a nice big eyelet. Once those bolts are loosened, you just slide it down this way about 1 inch or so, and then pull outward. Then take it to wherever you want to store it, and put the same thing in, slide it over, and then tighten it back up, and it's nice and protected and out of the way. Okay, so let's check out a couple more accessories that we've added to the back of this 4Runner. This is the Toyota Genuine part for the cargo area air compressor. This is available as a port installed option on a Pro or a Trailhunter. We have installed it on this TRD Off-Road Premium. Actually, I have a separate video explaining how that works, and we'll link to that in the upper right-hand corner. One thing that can be noted is this will work on any hybrid model or any SR5 gas model, but it won't work on a gas that's not an SR5 for reasons that we'll talk about in a future video coming soon. The cool thing about this compressor too is it does add a couple more USB ports. We have 2 USB-Cs, and we also have our 12-volt outlet right here. And we actually are going to use that 12-volt outlet right here because we installed an ARB Zero 47-quart fridge. So if you don't want a permanent fixed slide, this also would be another good model for you, because even positioned all the way back right here, you actually have plenty of room to open up the fridge and still reach in here and grab pretty much anything out of here. So I'd say that there's probably about 7 or so inches of open room. If you need to get something bigger out of there, you could obviously just unnet it right here and then just kind of slide it out a little bit more. But all in all, this is a great fit. Also available in a 37-quart, 47, as well as a couple other bigger models. Okay, so one additional thing that we added here is the rear cargo lights. This is a very easy accessory, genuine accessory that Toyota sells. Pop this panel off and replace it with the one with the light on it. We'll link to it on parts.ed Martin. But this is a plug and play accessory. Literally behind this panel, there is a dongle, a little harness that is just sitting there waiting for this new panel to be popped in and plugged into. These will automatically work with all your other lights on the dome light circuit, and it's a genuine accessory. You can add it to the financing of the vehicle if you're financing, and of course it'll maintain the same warranties that you would get with every other part of the factory coverage. Okay, so in the final accessory that we will mention on this vehicle that we added was 2 rear recovery hooks. These are a genuine Toyota recovery hook. They do come in red. And again, same thing on the front ones. We actually removed them and sent them to get powder coated because we really wanted to make sure that the reds didn't conflict with each other on the supersonic red with the TRD red. So these are pretty much invisible, but they are here for function. These are really cool. They have soft shackle compatibility here and D-ring compatibility right here. But these are a genuine Toyota recovery hook. It is the same part number for left and right side of the vehicle. And if you guys are interested in buying a set of these, we do sell them on parts.edmartintoyota.com, and we'll have those linked to in the video notes. And that's a wrap on our bronzed out supersonic red 6th generation 4Runner build. If you guys like it, please hit thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for future 4Runner content. Please check out the video description notes for links to everything that you've seen in this video. If you have any questions, ask in the comment section.